Thanks for tuning in today. I'd like to start off with a little piece of career advice that used to get my ears boxed when I gave it to my students at Harvard, and that is your job search is more important than your classes. That's right, your job search is more important than your classes. Now you can imagine the dean wasn't very happy with me, so we came to a compromise, and the compromise was your classes are just as important as your job search. You all know that, otherwise you wouldn't be tuning in the middle of a beautiful day. So thanks for coming out. There's a couple things that are important when doing case interviews. So practice, nothing beats live practice. Students at other top universities, other top MBA programs will do 30 live cases before they stick their big toe into an interview. 30 live cases. They'll probably read 30 cases as well, because it builds up an archive in the back of their mind, and they can draw from one case and apply it to another case. And another thing you want to do is start a case journal. With every case you do, write down what was the problem, what did the solution turn out to be, but more importantly, what didn't I think of? And the things that you don't think about naturally will become second nature to you as you put them in this journal and you flip back and forth constantly through this. There are also some things on a reading list that I want you to get in a habit of looking at. Certainly the Wall Street Journal, the McKinsey Quarterly is wonderful. It's cutting edge stuff written by practitioners, and also Bloomberg, the Business Week. You should be reading those on a regular basis. Also attending information meetings. And you know, one of the secrets about an information meeting is to show up early. If it starts at 6, if I was a student, I'd get there at 20 of 6 because the recruiters are there, they're setting up their PowerPoint, they're making sure the cheese table looks nice, and then they're just talking amongst themselves. If you show up, they're going to be all over you because you're the reason why they're there. So show up early. You can have a 5 to 7 minute conversation with one of the recruiters. If you get there early, they're more likely to have their business cards to give out. If you show up at 6 o'clock with everyone else, you're going to have to wait till the end of the presentation and hope to get 45 seconds to a minute with someone who's already talked to 7 other people. So if you want to be memorable, if you want to make that contact because you want somebody on the inside rooting for you, show up early to the information meetings. Here are the 5 key things that candidates do in order to receive offers. The first one is they show that they're committed to consulting. Okay, consulting firms like low-risk hires, and you're a low-risk hire if you've done it before, you like it and you want to go back, or you know exactly what you're getting into. The type of work, the travel, working as part of a team, working on projects. Their biggest fear is that they're going to spend a lot of time, effort, and money recruiting, hiring, and training you, and then you're going to bail after 6 months because, you know what, this isn't what I thought it was. So you need to prove to them that you're committed and you know exactly what you're doing. They also like success-oriented people. Well, you wouldn't be here at the schools that you're at if you weren't. They like people who have good quant skills. There's a lot of math in these questions, and you can't use a calculator. When was the last time you did long division by hand? When was the last time you multiplied 2 numbers together and your answer had 8 or 9 zeros at the end of it? Now, the main reason why they make you do math without a calculator isn't to see whether you can multiply and divide. It's to see whether you think before you speak. So if you told me the answer is supposed to be 180 million and it's really supposed to be 1.8 billion, and 180 million doesn't make any sense at all, it's going to raise some eyebrows because it's showing them that you're not thinking before you speak. They like people who are able to articulate their thoughts under pressure. A case interview is really a role play. Okay, I'm the client, you're the consultant, here's my problem, what do I do? You have a very short period of time to listen to my problem, lay out a structure, come up with a solution, and then articulate that solution while someone is sitting 2 feet away from you, watching everything you do and everything you write down. It's a very intimidating process, which is why I want you to do 30 live cases.